Hey, what is up, my friend? Keala Kanae here, and in this quick video, I'm going to share with you a very simple secret to building wealth. And if you're somebody who would like to be more intrinsically driven from within to build wealth, meaning that you don't have to consciously think about it, but you're like subconsciously driven for it, right? Your natural, it becomes part of your natural everyday behavior. Then hang with me up until the very end of this video because you are in for a treat.
Right now, today, you can make a decision that changes your life and go out there and get what you came here
for. All right, so in this quick video, I'm going to share with you a simple secret about building wealth. And for me, this is both simple and profound, which is one of the markers I found, one of the hallmarks of something that is the truth, right? Is that it's simple in its essence, but it can be profound in its impact. Now, before I get into the content of this video really quick, I just want to remind you, if you like this video, you're liking the content on this channel, if you're seeing this on YouTube, then click like down below, right? I mean, if you're seeing this on social media and you like it, click like on the video on social media. If you have questions about the content, want me to clarify, then make sure you add a comment. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you loved it or if you have questions about it or what other questions you'd like me to answer. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, by all means, click that subscribe button and make sure that you turn on that bell notification so that you get notified every week that I'm rolling out new content for you. So again, very simple. If you like it, then like it, right? It's just fair. Okay, so let me go ahead and dive in. Now, before I pull out the pen and I write anything, let's just take a hypothetical example and stick with me. I promise you this is going somewhere quite profound if you let it. Now, let's say that all you have in your entire net worth right now is $1. You have $1 to your name that makes up your entire net worth. Now, if I come to you and I offer you another dollar, are you going to be motivated to get that next dollar? Well, most likely, right? That dollar represents 100% of your net worth. In other words, you double your net worth today if you get your hands on that dollar. Are you going to be motivated to get it? Most likely, right? But now let's say that you have $10 to your name. $10 is your entire net worth, and I offer you another dollar. Are you going to be motivated to get to that next dollar? Most likely, but not as motivated as when you only had $1 to your name, right? Because this dollar now only represents 10% of your net worth, a 10% increase in your entire net worth, right? Now, let's carry on that example. If you have $100,000 is your net worth and I offer you $1, are you going to be motivated to get to that next dollar? Maybe, but definitely not as motivated as you would have been when you only had $1 to your name. Now let's say you have $1 million to your name. $1 million is your net worth and I offer you $1. Are you going to be as motivated to get that $1 as you were when you only had $1 to your name? Of course not, right? So what's my point? My point is that as you tend to accumulate more and more and more wealth, the value of the next unit of wealth goes down. In other words, your drive to get to the next dollar is going to slowly decrease as you build up and accumulate more dollars, period. And see, every single one of us has some sort of almost like a wealth thermostat of what we are, the amount of money that we want to have in our life, right? That's why most people stagnate. Most people plateau. Most people get to a certain level of wealth and they just never get past it. They never increase their income. They never increase their savings. They never increase their wealth and their portfolio and their overall net worth. And it's just because they plateaued. Now, if having wealth and having money isn't important to you, I'm not saying that it should be important to everybody. There's no judgment on that. But if you're watching this video right now, well, then you probably want to have more wealth. And you might be wondering, why don't you already have it? And let's just be honest. If you're making the same amount of money today as you were making a year ago, then you've probably plateaued. If you're making the same amount of money today as you were making 5 years ago, then you've definitely plateaued. Right? You've definitely stagnated. And how do you get past that? How do you get past that when you know, right? When we know, if you just think about that example that I gave you, when you know that as you accumulate more and more and more money, the value of every single unit of money, the dollar, goes down. And you're going to be less and less driven to get the next dollar. Well, how do you overcome that? And the secret is to have a great cause. That's the secret. At some point in your life, in your evolution, if you want to continue to be inspired to build wealth, it eventually has to become not about wealth at all, and instead become about having some great cause, something that you are inspired and motivated to go out and accomplish, to manifest in your life every day. And if you are inspired by something, a great cause that you can dedicate your life's work to, then now money is not the goal, money is a means to the goal, and money will become the byproduct. Wealth will become the byproduct of your pursuit of a great cause. And when I first got started in my industry today, I just wanted to make $10,000 a month. Then I made it. Then I wanted to make 30 a month. Then I made it. Then I wanted to make 100K a month. Then I made it. Then I wanted to make $1 million a month. Then I made it. Then I wondered, why am I not motivated to go for 5 million a month or 10 million a month? Why am I not wanting to even set another big goal? And I realized over time and over, study and learning from some of the greats and the masters of the world, at some point I had become demotivated because the next unit of a dollar was not motivating. I had to find a great cause in life, something that I could spend my whole life doing. If you want to read a great book that talks about this, The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek is a great book that talks about a little bit about this concept, right? But if you can have a great cause and money is no longer the goal, but it becomes a means to the goal, then you will continue to attract money. Let's think about that for a moment. Very simple example. If I come to you and I say, I want to borrow would you loan me $5,000? And the reason that I need $5,000 is because I mismanaged my money and I kind of made a mistake, and now my bills are a little out of whack, and I need $5,000 that I can borrow from you today so I can float my bills. And I promise you, I'll pay you back the $5,000 over the next 3 to 6 months or maybe a year. Do you feel the overwhelming desire to give me $5,000? Probably not. But if I come to you and say to you, I don't know if you're aware or not, but there's been some tragedies in our community over the years, right? Because we only have one park in our community, it's on the other side of our neighborhood. A lot of times the children in our neighborhood, they have to walk to the park. And because of that, there's been, a few of the children in the neighborhood have been banged. They've either passed away or they've been severely injured. And my team and I, we've gotten together and we've decided that we want to buy a piece of land on this side of the neighborhood, and we want to build a park on this side of the neighborhood, so that as parents and adults in this community, we can keep our children safe. We can let them out our door to go and play, and we don't have to worry as much about them being hit by a car. And it just makes sure that it helps to hedge against this problem that we've been having in the community for the last 10 years. And if you'd be willing to donate $5,000 to that, it'll help us build the park on this side of the community. Would you be interested in donating? Now, maybe you have the $5,000, maybe you don't, but I can tell you for sure that as you listen to that message, the emotions that came up inside of you, remember all buying decisions are emotional, the emotions that were stirred up inside of you were very different than when I asked for $5,000 because I mismanaged my money, right? Why? Because there was a great cause involved, a cause that was greater than myself, a cause that was greater than you, a cause that impacted our community. And so because of that great cause, you feel potentially, even if you don't have it, you at least feel inspired to give it, right? A great cause attracts money. Money flows to great causes in the world. And you look at some of the people that have the most profound success in the world, Elon Musk with Tesla and SpaceX and all these things that he's doing. The guy's been worth billions for a long time. It's not about the money anymore. What is his drive? Well, his drive is that he believes that if he does not accomplish this, if he doesn't make electric cars sexy again, then people won't transition to electric cars. And if they don't transition to electric cars, we're going to continue to ruin our planet. And because we're probably going to continue to ruin our planet, he has to make sure that we can get to Mars and potentially colonize Mars and bring that same rocket back to Earth, or else it just doesn't really make sense, right? To take some rocket ship and never know if it could return. So those are some of his great causes, right? His great cause is to continue humanity. What greater cause can there be? Jeff Bezos with Amazon. You think that Amazon merely just wants to sell trinkets on the internet? Of course not. If you look at it, what is Jeff Bezos really providing? He sells the greatest product of all time. Time. Right? He's not selling trinkets on the internet. What he's selling is that, I get a package from Amazon at my house almost every single day. Why am I so grateful to Amazon? Because they let me, by being able to order online and getting my goods at my door, I can spend more time with Tiani, I can spend more time with my family, I can spend more time on my mission, I can spend more time devoted to my great cause, I can spend more time growing my team, more time growing my company, and I can do the things that I'm inspired to do because I don't have to go down to the store every once a week and spend an hour walking around the store trying trying to find what I want. He gives me my time back. Therefore, he sells the most precious commodity on earth because you can't get any more of it. No amount of money can buy it. So that's why he's the wealthiest person in the world, right? So he's driven by a great cause. Money is attracted to a great cause. And when you have your great cause, money will be attracted to you. Wealth will be attracted to you. Wealth will become the byproduct. And when wealth becomes the byproduct, it becomes easy. But when wealth is the product, it becomes hard over time. Will some people do it? Will some people have enough of a thermostat for money that they will get rich because they purely value getting rich? Maybe. But I wouldn't say that rich is wealthy. Wealth comes from a root word. I forget what the name of the root word is, but it means ultimately well-being. To be whole and rich is not the same as wealthy. Right? If you want to be wealthy, find a great cause that you can devote your life to. And know this, that if you want to impact your family, you need a vision the size of your community. If you want to impact your community, you need a vision the size of your state. If you want to impact your state, you need a vision the size of your nation. If you want to impact your nation, have a vision the size of the world. And if you want to impact the world, you have a vision that spans the universe. Just like Elon, just like Jeff, right? When you think about those examples, they have a vision that spans the universe. I don't know if you're aware, but Amazon is working on its own rockets so that when we do colonize Mars, it can deliver to Mars. That's a grand vision, a great cause to move humanity forward. And it's no wonder those people have wealth. Not because of the pursuit of wealth, but because of the pursuit to fulfill a great cause. Find yours. And now, of course, there may or may not be some challenges with that, but I hope that this inspires you to see the truth behind why you might not have the wealth that you want to have. And here's your answer. And I promise you it's there if you're willing to look. And that's a video for another time. So I hope that you got a lot of value out of this. Drop a comment down below. Let me know, what did you like about this? What other content would you like me to create? What other questions do you have about wealth, money, success, business, all that sorts of stuff? And at a bare minimum, if you like it, which you probably do because you stayed this long, then make sure that you at least like it, right? And if you're seeing this on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe and click that little bell button so that you get notified next week when I roll out new content to you. I look forward to seeing you in the future, my friend. Take care. Bye-bye.